welcome back to my channel. Yes, I do look crazy. I am going to be doing a series on my peaches and cream pigments. So using these, hence why I've got these on. So all I've done so far is I've used this little sachet that I got of the DHC Velvet Skin Coat Makeup Primer. And I'm going to do my eyes first because with it being loose pigment, it's probably going to make a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a pigment as I go. We're going to make it a series and we're going to just use them. So first of all though, I'm going to go into the Stone Vibes and we're going to use like the matte shades just to give a bit of something, and then we will pick a shadow to pop on. So let me just get my eye brushes. I'm feeling a bit out of it today. Okay, let's take this. We're going to go first into Good Karma, which is just like a light sort of a, you know, skin tone shade, and pop that on our lids. Someone's cutting their grass or strumming, as you can hear right there. So I'm just popping that on, and then I'm going to go into Antidote, which is this light shade here, just so that we've got a little bit of something as well. These shadow shields are a great idea as well. I mean, you could put your whole base on and do this if you wanted, you know, to save mess or it being a really long video. If you're anything like me, you can also use them if you place them in a certain way. You can also use them like you do your tape to create your shape or to do a sharp line as well, if that's the sort of a look that you are going for. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like nearly 5 or something. But I wasn't in the mood to put makeup on earlier. And then suddenly I was like, oh well, come on, just do something. So you're seeing the kickback from these shadows, I'm sure. So as I say, you can use these even as a guide. And because we've not done our foundation in that yet, you know, it's giving you playtime to work with it as well. I'm actually also going to take some of Hexed, which is the darker shade here. I'm just going to take it on the tip of this brush, and we are going to just sort of focus that on the like outer edge bit, just so that we're getting a bit of definition and, you know, good colour going on as well as just adding the pigments. I mean, you can add these pigments just straight on the way they are. Some of them are more pigmented than others though, so you know, you might want to, as I say, I want to do this sort of peaches and cream sort of series, but I also want to use my single shadows that I have doing a series because I don't reach for them enough. Let's just do that a bit more for this. Take it all the way over. I don't know where these are from, these shields. I was sent them by a friend, just like a little clear bag of them, but I did have some Primark ones that were a lot stickier, like this edge is coming up. Right, so we'll leave that like up there, and I'm going to grab just anything. I'm going to go for the first one that comes to me. So this one here is called Cactus, and of course this one is a green. So this is what it looks like. Open it up. Have to be careful with them because you always spill them everywhere. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, I'll show you a swatch of it on my hand. See? Right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take, where is it? I'm going to take this P. Louise brush, and I'm not going to wet it or anything to start off with anyway. And I'm going to pick it up, and I'm also going to tap it into the lid. And we are going to apply this. Now, as you can see, this, as I said, it's not like super giving much, so I'm actually going to wet it. This is why I also wanted to do this as well. I'm just going back to what's in the lid, and we'll see if we can make it any better with it being wet, the pigment. Yeah, so it goes on much better when the pigment is wet. Now obviously with the brush being wet, oh, look at that. With the brush being wet, you can pick up so much more pigment. So for some of them, you're definitely, I don't want to waste it or take too much though. You definitely want to work with it and just place it where it needs to be. This is very much a Julie shade. And it's adhering really well to this brush as well. It's making a bit of a mess though. I want to just use my finger a little bit just to thing me it out. Like, I'm trying to make it as neat as I possibly can, particularly, you know, there. But it's kinda, you can always add the dark colour back in. Look at that though, it's beautiful. So definitely with some of these pigments, you're gonna have to wet the brush to get the most out of it. Oh gosh, my leg's cramping. It definitely is footery, I would say, when you're doing loose pigments as well. And I'm glad I've got this shadow shield because it is falling all over the place. Now it's going patchy. I'm going to wet the brush again. You can actually get, oh look, you can actually get a peaches and cream like brush that is for applying the pigments. I don't have one. And they seem to dry super quickly. So I'm going to take this Real Techniques brush and I want to try and make this line here as seamless as I can. It's definitely, they definitely dry really quick. Yeah, that's stunning. Now I want to go back into this Hex shadow. So I'm just going to take my brush here and I'm just going to just slightly take it above like that. Okay, let's go over to the other side. I'm just going to give another squirt of the brush because I do feel that the more, see what I mean? The more that you put the water on, the better the pigment is. Oh. And it's given me more playroom to get it on the lid as well. Like this one's sprayed on so much better than you saw how many times I had to use and dip in for that one. But this is what I love about makeup. You live and learn to. But look at that. Is that not just absolutely stunning? This is what I mean, and this is why I was like, I need to do a video and get these pigments used. Because they are absolutely beautiful. I was kindly sent 2 pigments by mail a couple of Christmases ago because during lockdown I kind of helped her out with her getting her YouTube channel going, and she kindly sent me them, and she sent me one of my all-time favourite lip liners, which is Peaches and Cream Feline. And then I went on to get some more pigments myself, and I also got some eye brushes, and the eye brushes are absolutely amazing. I highly, highly recommend them. So, but look at that. Isn't that just stunning? Absolutely stunning. I love it. Okay. So that is Cactus by Peaches. I love that. Let's leave that there just now. Now I'm going to take this off. And we are going to pop some of this. I'm just using now what's in my shop, my stash. This is the Chanel Le Beige Highlighting Fluid in Sunkissed, and I just put it, it's really liquidy here. I just put this underneath my foundation. There's a lighter one as well, but I wasn't able to get the lighter one. I don't know if they still do it. I don't know if they were like limited edition or what. But we have this one and we love it. I love the smell of Chanel products. It is so nice. And the fact that I'm not using my mirror, I could be an absolute disco ball right now for all I know. Oh, it's just so nice, so nice, so nice. And then, of course, I'm going to use my Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation in number N20. Oh, I love it so much. This is like my... Where's my foundation brush? This is like my oldest foundation. So I want to, you know, get it used up. Because there's no way that I'm letting it go off and then have to throw it out. But it's my second bottle I've ever had of it. I've had the cushion one as well. But for some reason, at the Chanel counter, when we had Debenhams, I was matched to number 30 for the cushion one. So, oh, I don't know what I've done to my hand, but right in these joints, so sore. So it's supposed to be 24 degrees tomorrow, which is tomorrow, Saturday the 16th. Obviously I pre-record, so this will probably end up in August. Or it will end up in August. But it's to be 24 degrees and raining. That's when it's the worst, I feel. I love this foundation. This foundation is sheer coverage. You're still seeing the redness. You're still seeing the freckles, my spot and all that. But it's just such a lovely foundation. But if you're looking for more coverage, it is definitely not the one for you, I'm afraid to tell you. Okay, let's get a little bit of a concealer. I'm going to take my Body Shop one. I'm put it there and here, around my nose. I'll just use my foundation brush. I also think that this green goes really well with that Hex matte shade from the Stoned Vibes palette. Just use my finger to get into that little dark spot there. I really want to get the Bobbi Brown new correctors, but because Bobbi Brown colour correctors are amazing, but they're so expensive. Under the eyes, I'm just going to use the little e.l.f. powder, and I need a wee brush, so I'm going to use Real Techniques. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush, and again, this powder is bomb.com. So cheap and cheerful, really, really good. So I'll use that under the eyes. Now I just take it around the nose as well. You up to anything exciting this weekend? As I'm filming this right now, it is Friday the 15th. Nothing exciting happening for me. We'll be watching Love Island tonight and all that jazz. Right, next thing we're going to do is contour. Charlotte Tilbury contour wand in light medium. This one doesn't dry as quickly as the dupe of it from Revolution, so you can pop it on like this. I'm going to use the Sculpt brush, which is by Real Techniques, just to blend that all in. If you hear laughing, they're watching funny videos on YouTube in the living room. Okay. If I've got any cheekbones, let's see if we can find them. I love this stuff. I'm so glad I eventually managed to get it. I think, here, come out for doing nose contour, I need to, when I'm using this product, I don't know why I didn't use this earlier. I need to kind of take it off the end of the brush and use this. But I don't think contour, please be honest and let me know in the comments, do you think any of this contour makes my face any more defined? Because I just don't know that it does. It's going into a long video, of course. So that is the contour done. Then I'm going to take my Chanel Universal, excuse me, bronzer and my sponge. Just brings it into that, and I'm going to pop some of that on. And I like to look out here because otherwise I feel like I'm putting, you know, too much of it on, and I definitely do not want to be doing that. And then I go back in with my foundation brush so that I'm merging it in and it's not just sitting on my skin. I did earlier today, because I wasn't putting makeup on, put on some U-Turn and Tone facial spritz. Overexposed here. say to me out of this ring light, I'm looking a bit bronzed, like maybe too much, but it's summer. Who doesn't love to be bronzed? Right, so that is that. Some people go then and use, you know, like a powdered one, but I'm not going to do that because I just think that's all too much. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics Chocolate Orange Truffle, this blush palette, and this little brush here, and I'm going to go into this shade. They've not got names like individually on it, and I'm going to do what I always do and just start to stipple it on to my cheeks. Nice big smile. I like to take a bit of it onto my nose as well. I'm going to put all of these videos into a playlist as well, so that you can access them easy. Okay, now we're going to finish off under the eyes. I'm going back into this and the matte shade Hex. I'm just going to lightly run that under the eyes. I can actually take a wee bit more of it up because I can make it darker if you want. Beautiful. Okay, let's do highlight. I'm going to use Foil Petal by Amalfi Brown and a highlighter brush. This is a pinky tone highlight. I'm just going to take it right here at the tops of my cheeks, down my nose, here, a little bit there, do a wee bit more there. And again, with anything like that, if you feel that you've done too much, just go back to your foundation brush and merge it in. For eyeliner, I'm going to use my Urban Decay and Electric Empire, which is this glittery gorgeous green, which really complements and goes with the Cactus pigment that we have just applied. It melds so well together. Then I'm going to take my Primark Wonder Lash Mascara, which is the one we have open at the moment. Because you know me, I don't like to have loads of them open. It is a wee bit too clumpy, this mascara, but you know, it'll do. I do not like a clumpy mascara at all. Okay then, and then we are going to use the e.l.f. This is the Instant Brow Lift in Taupe. Some people start with their eyebrows, don't they? I don't have any particular order in which I do things. I used to always do my eye makeup first, but now I seem to put it on second, just so that I'm not, you know, having it a mess. And then I'm going to pop on some Chanel Healthy glow powder in number 20, so same as the foundation, just to set my face a little bit, or also gives it a wee bit of something more, especially in this heat, you know. Oops. Come on, fingers. And then last all the way, we need a lip. I'm going to use my YSL Volupte Shine in number 44. These are amazing and they smell so good. I won't put finishing spray on because I know for a fact that my mascara will not be dry yet. And that is everything. So this is the first look using the Peaches and Cream pigments, and I use Cactus. What do you guys think? I love it. So guys, please do hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you for the next Peaches and Cream pigment. Bye!